but also from that headbutt. Dom pushing forward.
8 hilarious displays of fighters who expose dumb fighters. Hey, we all love a good display of showmanship, whether we admit it or not. Muhammad Ali, Conor McGregor, Sean O'Malley, these are fighters that put on their marketing hats, not just inside the ring, but outside of it too. Of course, there are many other fighters that take this same approach and sprinkle some humor in with the combat, fighting with a twist. Sometimes these fighters are paired against those that fought poorly, have a low fight IQ, or just had an off night. Here are 8 cases of hilarious fighters taking on others having a bad night. Also, we don't claim to have ownership of any of the videos used. Under YouTube's fair use policy, we're simply showing the media for entertainment, not claiming it to be our own. If you like the content, make sure you check out the original uploads and the respective channels.
Again with the jab.
Oh! This always sinks!
Hello, Japan. When MMA legend Shinya Aoki took on David Gardner in Aoki's native Japan, things didn't go too well for the American fighter. Though he secured top position early on, he was met with a beautiful butterfly sweep from Shinya. Shinya later took Gardner's back and utilized a body triangle. For those of you that are unaware of what a body triangle is, it's where the person who has the other's back places one leg across the stomach and locks it into this position by putting that ankle behind the free leg's knee. It's technical, very useful, hard to get out of, and above all, it hurts like hell. David, unable to escape the body triangle, began focusing less on defending threats and more on appeasing the crowd. He was waving and looking a bit bored, as if Aoki was offering no legitimate offense. However, Gardner was able to return back to his feet for a moment, which is a bit of a moral victory when taking on the likes of Shinya Aoki. Down he went again though. This time, Aoki wouldn't let Gardner off the hook. Aoki used some very clever skills to set traps and, almost like a game of chess, outsmarted Gardner and sunk in the choke. I'm absolutely kidding. Gardner lifted his chin, waved to the audience, and shouted, "Hello, Japan," and was immediately strangled for this jovial act whilst in a fight. Even the commentators couldn't help but call it dumb. Gardner tapped out after being on the wrong end of one of the funniest moments in MMA history. How do you feel about the Hello Japan rear naked choke defense? Have you tried it out personally? Let us know what your success rate is with it.
Hello, Japan! Oh!
Taunting doesn't make up for a skill discrepancy. If this match was a tombstone, it would read, "Here lies this man's ego, his chance at a gold medal, and any potential he had of grabbing a phone number at this tournament." Really, I don't want to be too hard on the guy. The original video's description says he's actually a pretty nice guy. But the video paints a picture that's too hard not to poke fun at. The man in the Pokemon spats really took the Team Rocket route and played the villain as he took on this teenager. That's right, this is a grown man taking on a teenager. The adult competitor didn't make any wrestling advances, and the teenager sits into his guard. Some competitors hate this and prefer everyone learn takedowns, and it's apparent that the adult here is of that mindset. Rather than working any jiu-jitsu, he begins taunting the younger competitor. He walks away, hits the Nick Diaz laydown taunt, and just flat out refuses to commit to grappling for one bit. Once he tried to pass the teen's guard, the younger guy attacked a leg and applied a heel hook, which is a submission that shouldn't be taken lightly for the sake of every ligament in one's knee. The adult taunted, tapped, and must have been rather embarrassed. After this match, the adult feels the chorus of Teenagers by My Chemical Romance a bit too hard. My inner emo kid couldn't write this script without fitting that joke into here. Cody Garbrandt puts on a show. Are we going to sit here and act like Dominic Cruz is a dumb fighter? No, absolutely not. But it wasn't smart of him to talk all that trash and expect Cody Garbrandt to enter his first title shot as a one-dimensional fighter. Cruz is arguably the best bantamweight fighter to ever live. Though his career is riddled with injuries, he is one of the most winningest competitors of the lighter weight classes. so we can't really fault him for talking as much trash as he did. I mean, I'd be confident too if my body was as reliable as a $500 car and could still beat top-tier fighters. However, he really did get it wrong against Cody. Garbrandt trains out of Team Alpha Male, a gym that Cruz has many, many wins over, including 2 of 3 against the head coach Uriah Faber. Dominic looked at Cody as another winning payday at the expense of a Sacramento gym. Come fight time, Cody absolutely styled on Cruz. From dancing to scoring knockdowns to some of the most hilarious taunts we've ever seen in MMA. I mean, really, just sit there and watch these highlights and enjoy the comedy. Can you think of a more one-sided title fight? Let us know down below.
He doesn't understand he's not supposed to lose to this guy. Look at this sprawl. Beautiful sprawl by Garbrandt.
Kevin Holland talks trash while dealing with a troll. Life tip: talking trash to Kevin Holland in his Instagram DMs is not smart, and showing up to grapple him after talking trash is definitely not smart. Though it's easy to watch Holland fight and notice that wrestling is his kryptonite. That's because he's fighting professionals that know how to wrestle really, really well. The average Instagram troll will not go in there like Khamzat Chimaev and ragdoll Holland. Holland talks trash, submits the troll, and gives him a heavy slap on the stomach to let him know, nice try, but not happening. MVP gets in his opponent's head. What's Michael Venom Page good at? Dancing. But what else is he good at? Taunting. Oh, he's also good at kicking people in the face too. When MVP took on Derek Anderson, his taunts possibly ruffled Anderson's feathers, so in return, Anderson wanted to display a bit of showmanship back at him. Well, this didn't work out very well for him. Anderson put his hands down, limiting his defense to head movement. Well, MVP is a master of misdirection. He feigned one attack to set up a high kick and landed flush. This kick made Anderson's nose look like a tech deck obstacle. Dance time to nap time. Joe Harding may have tried a bit too hard to act like Michael Venom Page in this bout against Johan Sega. Largely, Harding was pretty successful with his kicks and the dancing, but the good times didn't last long enough for him to secure the win. Joe landed a strike and then started dancing. He was feeling himself, and then Johan's foot was feeling his face. A head kick landed and slept the dancing competitor. I hate to be a schadenfreude, but this is one of the most fun to watch knockouts in MMA history.
Up again with the jab.
Controversial fighter gets sent home. Enter UFC rising star Muhammad Makhachev. For his debut, he hand-selected Cody Durden. Why? Well, he said some controversial things in his bout before this one. After Durden beat Keelan Aori in a hard-fought battle, he said he had to send him back to China. Well, Makhachev didn't like that. He opted to fight Durden for comments he deems as idiotic. Durden, against his better judgment, was up for the challenge. The bout only lasted 58 seconds. Makhachev landed a beautiful flying knee, hurt Durden, and snatched up a super clean guillotine choke.
Nice belt to the mat by Durden, but he hasn't lost it.
Even more controversial. Well, here's some more controversy. Here's why we should deem Tony Kelly dumb. He made some rather rude comments about Brazilians. He was cornering Angela Lee, who was recently married to a man with Nazi tattoos. And if these don't bother you, then maybe him missing weight prior to his fight with Adrian Yanez will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. The Brazilian fans and fighters gave Yanez so much support, along with the fellow Texan crowd. Adrian Yanez was not a fan of Kelly's comments or his weight miss, so he made him pay inside the octagon. Adrian used his crisp boxing skills to finish Kelly, and then he, out of character, but hilariously, flipped off Kelly in a moment that would make the Diaz brothers proud.
Oh my God! Chopped him right down.
That does it for this video. Which was your favorite entry? Do you want to see more videos like this? Let us know down below. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if You know, you liked the video. Makes sense, right? Hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to make sure you never miss an upload. Until next time.